Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any Watchbox watch. Reach out to me for pricing. My email is tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a watch model launched in 2007 in homage to a tradition dating back to the first quarter of the 20th century in officer's style. This is the Patek Philippe 5159G-001 Perpetual calendar with retrograde date. So it is an officer's watch, and Patek has been building purpose-built officer-style watches since at least the late 1980s. But the original idea was that you would take a pocket watch, you would fit it out for use on the wrist with battlefield practicality in mind. More on that in a moment. Let's talk about the fit of the 5159G. So in white gold, a type of white gold that's white all the way through and never needs rhodium plating. This model is 38 millimeters in diameter, 12 millimeters thick, 47 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference and wears beautifully. The two reasons people don't buy this watch for the most part: they don't know it exists, and they think it's bigger than it is. As you can see, the lugs are short, but they're also curved. A lot of times when you see this sort of straight welded style lug, it is on a breguet, and breguets all wear large for their rated size. This does not. You could wear this on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference, maybe even 13 and a half if the wrist is flat across the top. So don't think this wears large, it wears compact, and you can really see that on each side of my wrist. You can also see that it's flat, 12 millimeters thick with a sloped bezel. It slides easily under a dress cuff. We have an unusual cut of leather here, medium rectangular scale, which is something we don't see all that often on Patek watches. Medium brown, semi-gloss, folded edge, monotone stitch, calfskin on the bottom, a high-quality Patek Philippe factory strap in excellent condition. We have a matching gray, white gold, folding clasp, single fold, snap shut friction fit with a Calatrava cross externally. Some of these officers' watch tropes, let's talk about them. Well, to convert a pocket watch into a wristwatch for trench use during World War I, you would first take a pocket watch and it would have all the features of a pocket watch: a highly rounded case, a hinged hunter case back, an unsigned onion-style crown, and generally a dial with antiquated conventions like radially arrayed Arabic or Roman numerals and pre-Art Deco fonts like the Art Nouveau you see on the retrograde scale. So we've got all of that here. And then to continue the conversion from pocket watch to officer's watch, a watchmaker would weld on the lugs directly to the case and then fix a strap to the lugs using screws and bars, which we have right here. Now, all of this is purpose-built. The watch wasn't converted from a pocket watch, but it does have the look of an early 20th century officer's watch conversion. And here's the thing, the fabrication method is actually the same, because this is welded lug construction. Now, welded lug construction is used on many types of high-end watches, but what it allows you to achieve in low volume, because it is labor intensive, is a really sharp break between the lug and the case that's difficult to do with stamping and machining, which are mass production methods. So the case is built, there are slots in the flank of the case, the lug is inserted, heat is used to weld them together, and then all of the evidence of the weld, all the gathered metal material, that is removed by hand to create this sharp break, and that's exactly what we have right here. The case is all of polish. You can see we've not refinished it, we've left it intact, we're not removing metal. There's a little flange at the edge of the bezel, and then it's a domed bezel profile up to the sapphire. We've got a rayon type guilloche at center. It's much deeper and more pronounced in its grooving and its sunburst than something like a brushed sunburst. This is a textured rayon, not something that's laid down with like a lapping machine or anything of the sort. So real rose lathe guilloche, and then an opaline or soft grained silver dial. We have a little splash of red on the index for the retrograde date. We have blue numerals outboard of the Roman numerals, and you can see a watchmaker's 4 was employed. Retrograde date, we've got lovely pear or apple style hour hand with an assegai or spear style minute hand, a counterweighted lancet style seconds hand. In the apertures, the perpetual calendar, the day, the leap year phase, and the month, and a moon phase that doesn't need to be adjusted until the year, well, frankly, 122 years from the time the watch is set. You're probably going to have to adjust it in the year 2100 though, because the watch will only need to be adjusted in the year 2100. That's when the watch will need to go back to the manufacturer. But because it is a perpetual calendar, it's able to deal with the leap years, irregular length months, until the quirk of the Gregorian calendar in the year 2100. Though in theory, if you were okay with your watch indicating the wrong day and date, you could let the moon phase go for 122 years between corrections. Flip it all over. Taking a look on the inside, you can see we've got a Patek Philippe caliber 324 in there. Get a good look. And that's the challenge sometimes with a Hunter case back, getting enough light to do the video. Automatic winding, unidirectional winding action. It features ceramic rotor bearings for high efficiency. This one features a silicone hairspring, highly anti-magnetic with a free-sprung gyromax style balance, 6-position adjustment with the Patek Philippe seal. The combination of these things together ensuring an accuracy of no worse than -3 + 2 seconds for 24 hours, and it beats away at a beat rate of 28,800 vibrations per hour. Of course, it is a perpetual calendar and a retrograde, all of this pivoting on 30 joules and water resistant down to 30 meters. You can see the finishing is highly artisanal, and although it is a judicious blend of manual and machine finish, unlike something like Audemars Piguet where the machine finish predominates here, and you can really see it on the beveling of the bridges, the hand finishing is what predominates. A glorious movement in a watch to match. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.